Hi everyone, my name is Jay Clapp. I'm the Executive Director of the LGBTQ Center of Durham and a longtime friend of Spoonflower. You might also know me as Vivica C. Cox, Durham's drag diva and the matriarch of the House of Cox. A few months ago, Spoonflower approached me with an opportunity I just couldn't turn down. I was going to be paired with creative, designer, and maker Nefertiti Griggs of the Corny Rainbow to create a custom, one-of-a-kind dress. The moment I met her, I knew we were going to make something special together, and I cannot wait to show you all how it turned out. But that comes later. First, we had to get to know each other, and Nefertiti had to get to know Vivica. This is Creating Black Magic.
But the sun is out there, right?
Oh yeah, I can see the sun. That's why
Okay, that's
I
all
had to
that.
go to a dark room to have a controlled lighting.
I was not ready. I wasn't ready. I was like, wait a minute.
If you're wondering, I painted these walls a color called Black Magic because it is my bedroom, and I figured that Black Magic should happen.
Wow. Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. But I love it.
Thank you.
Black magic. First, very nice to meet you. I kind of fangirled over you a little bit, and your wonderful hair. I had to, as you see, I had to pull it out because I needed you to really get some of this volume right now. But my name is Nefertiti. I'm a designer. I do have an apparel line called Stolen Apparel. I've been sewing and designing since I was about 7 years old. My mom taught me how to sew. And all of my family is back home in Georgia. So that was like my way of having my mom here with me. I come from a very large family. There's 11 of us. Seriously, there's 11 of us. And I'm number 4. So sewing was kind of like my outlet and my way to spend time with my mom. But I've been doing this for a while, and it's my passion. It's my happy place. But yeah, I'm very excited to work with you and to work with Spoonflower too. That's kind of like a dream of mine as well. So I'm happy that we're here.
When I think about Vivica, I always think about who she is as a larger-than-life creature. And so I know that she brings a lot to the table for Black people, for people of color of all ethnicities and races, but also queer and trans people, because oftentimes drag gets a bad rap that it's not an inclusive space, that it is filled with misogyny or drug culture or rape culture, and those are things I wanted to dismantle. There are a lot of amazing drag performers in this country, but that was my focus. I wanted to bring that to the table. And when I got started, obviously I wanted to be inspired by Vivica A. Fox, who is sexy and funny and interesting and intelligent and inspirational and all of these really amazing things, but I knew I was plus size. So how do you take Vivica A. Fox and bring her into a larger than life personality in drag, in plus size clothing? And so I've really focused on creating an image that is polished and full of beauty and grace, while also having all of the soul and familiarity of someone's, grandmother at home,
Yeah.
back in their hometown. You can always go to her house and get a slice of pie or get a full cake.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about, right? And so I wanted to bring all of those personalities together. And so I've created this classic style with classic shapes that really accentuate my curves, because I have exaggerated curves that aren't outrageous, but they're not going to be found in standard sizes. And really give this body life so that people can show that big people can be aware of their body and love their body, but also be sexy as all get out and really show off what they want to show off. And that's what I really end up doing. And what I love about your work is that it's already got a lot of wow factor and pop in these really classic shapes. And you're always choosing really smart fabrics.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I won't show you the projects that don't make it online. So we're following the same style from what I hear. Bodysuits, that's my jam.
Okay.
Sequin, that's my jam. Classic curves, those are all my jam. So I feel you. Okay. Tell me what's your most memorable performance to date. What was it like? And give me all the details.
I'm known for big Black power ballads. So we're talking And I'm Telling You by Jennifer Hudson. We're talking I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Right? Like those are my songs. And another one is like Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Patti LaBelle. Um,
Yes.
and then the final one, the big one, is really important to me today because another Black man was murdered for no reason. And I think it's important to disclose to you that in 2017, my brother was murdered by police. And for me, I helped myself recover by performing I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
Oh my gosh, don't make me cry.
It was a week and a half after my brother's murder, and I had the opportunity to be on stage. And Durham, North Carolina is this wonderful environment where I was able to do this song. I barely made it through the song, but the crowd was with me. And it was so important for me to be able to share that with my audience and with my family in those moments. And so I Will Always Love You will always be one of my songs. And I say that when I'm emotionally ready for it. And so obviously it's on my heart today.
Oh, oh, thank you so much for sharing that with me. Oh, I told you I just came out of a therapy session, but I get kind of emotional too. But wow, that just touched me. And I'm so sorry to hear about your brother. That's close to me too. I lost a sibling, but not in that manner. And my heart goes out to you. Seriously. I hate hearing about violence, especially when it comes to police officers and law enforcement. My husband is in law enforcement, and I always worry about things like that, situations that may happen. But wow, I'm sorry to hear that. And that just kind of touched me a little bit. Now I'm like, let me fan, my mascara is going to start coming. But
I think those of us who have lost people know that we've joined this club that we never asked to be a part of, but we're so thankful when we meet other people who are a part of that club, and it touches us differently. Especially when you're talking to other people who have lost a sibling or a parent or someone super close to them. But I've learned not to be afraid of my story, regardless of how it makes other people feel, because it is a part of my truth. And I wake up every day and that is a part of my story. And it informs the decisions I make every single day. And it does inspire me to keep doing drag. Because he always wanted to be larger than life and to be on stage and to do things. And his dreams were cut short. So it's my job to keep that going. And Vivica is a manifestation of that.
Oh, yes, Ashe. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing to hear. I love your story. It's that touched me. It really did, Jay. Thank you. Wow. I need a moment.
Take your time, boo. You take your time.
Oh my goodness. That's gonna really sit with me while I design for you, because I want it to be really special now, just that you shared that. I want it to be even more special. That I appreciate you for sharing that with me.
Of course.
I'm so happy to meet you. I love your personality and your energy. I can feel it.
Oh,
that's what I like.
I had such a good time. You are such a joy. Yeah.
Talk to you later, Jay.
Alrighty. Bye.
Peace. I can't hear anything. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I'm not saying anything yet. Oh,
is this the one?